If you woke up with a crick in your neck, then you made it to the right place. In this video, we're gonna show you how to get relief fast. When people come in with a crick in their neck, they've had some compression and irritation in their neck. Oftentimes they're twisted up in a bad position and they get compression on the facets. And so those facets start causing some inflammation and then the muscles tighten up in that area. In this video, we're gonna go through steps on exactly how to get rid of that, and we have to do it three-dimensionally. What muscles are getting tight on us? So the scalenes get really tight on us, our upper trap. If you have a crick in your neck, you're gonna feel like it's stiff, like you can't rotate it or move around and you can't escape pain. Those muscles will cause our neck to go into more extension. So what we're looking to do is actually create space there, create space for the nerves and create space for the joints so that we can move around, but we've got to redistribute that pressure, and that's what we're gonna break down in this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of this content. A lot of them are for quick relief so that you can get relief fast, but then also we do comprehensive videos on exactly how you can get long-term relief as well. The scalene muscles actually attach to the first rib right here, and so that first rib gets pulled up, and that's a pinch point for our nerves. The first rib and then our pec minor, we need all our nerves to go over the first rib and under the pec minor to not have too much compression, because that will lead to a radiculopathy, problems with the hand. When we have a crick in our neck, it's the same process of irritation right there. That's something, if you had a crick in your neck for an extended period of time, then it could lead to a radiculopathy. So we want to jump on it as quickly as possible. And so that first rib, we've got to get that to settle down. We've got to get it to sit down. And we do that by doing a mobility technique. The second thing we need to do is get thoracic mobility. So if I'm looking in my blind spot in the car and I do this over and over, I'm just cranking on these joints in my neck. So what I want to do is look over my shoulder, but my shoulder leads the motion as I'm looking back. And so I need that thoracic mobility to be able to look over my shoulder. Also, when we're doing that, our shoulder blades are pinching down and back. So my shoulder blade has to pinch down in that area. I'm looking over the shoulder. Thoracic mobility and scapular shoulder blade mobility, those things are really important when we're trying to get out of a crick in our neck. All we need to do is loosen that up, loosen up those muscles, create space, and then redirect that pressure to move in a different area. If you're looking for relief today, then I want you to do these exercises 3 times. If you're doing them 3 times, you're gonna get better every time you do it. Now, first thing, we're gonna work on the pec minor. So that's one of our pinch points. Now, I'm gonna show you on the wall over here. This is a mobo. It's a really great tool, especially with the double lacrosse balls right here. So we can work on every part of our body with this mobo. It travels with me all the time. So I love this tool. You can also use a lacrosse ball, like in a small, you just don't have very much space. I'll show you why. And then one of these is just a rolling pin. I like this one because it has rubber on the end. Same thing with the mobo. It'll actually get stuck on the wall so I can control the position it's getting in. We're gonna work on the pec minor against this wall. So what I'm gonna do, so you can see right here, I'm gonna get it right here. Typically I do it on the door frame on the side, and I pinch it to the side of the door frame right here. But I'll come right here and dig into this pec minor. I'm gonna drive my shoulder blade down and back. I'm getting some help with this tool to drive that shoulder blade down and back exactly where I need it to go. I do this first because everything on the front side, if I don't loosen up the front side, then the back side can't do its job. So I have to loosen up the front side first. So I'm gonna loosen this up, and I'm gonna do this for about a minute. I'm gonna find 3 different spots that are tender, and I'm gonna hold them each one for 20 seconds. So I'm digging into that muscle right here, just barely moving around, and I'm driving that shoulder blade down and back, and I'm gonna find another tender spot, and I'm going all the way up. I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna get all the way up into the shoulder right there, and I'm thinking about that shoulder blade driving down. And visualize where you want that shoulder blade to go while you're doing this stuff. Okay, number 2. This one's really important, and this one's like the missing link that a lot of people don't think about. We have got to mobilize this first rib right here. So I'm gonna actually dig into the first rib, and when I have tools like this, I can get into a perpendicular with the ground position and dig into it. So I could do it right here, but this isn't a good angle for me. So what I'm gonna do is get against the wall, same spot, and I'm gonna get right here, drop down, and drive right there into my neck. Now, you can see doing it on a door frame is probably a lot better because you won't be kissing the wall the way that I am. But digging into this, I want to do this for about 30 seconds. It does not need to be extremely aggressive, but I'm coming down right here and going into the neck. So I'm digging into my neck in this position, but I'm getting leverage by going against the wall and digging into it. I'm gonna find 2 different spots, 15 seconds in each spot. It's really important that we breathe and relax because some of these muscles are accessory breathing muscles. And so we want them to settle down, and we do that by controlling our breath. So 30 seconds coming down into here. I'm gonna do it on this side, really easy because I'm not kissing the wall. And I breathe and relax, drop my arms down into it. I'm gonna do it on the other side right here. And I'm driving into that spot right there, top of the shoulder blade, first rib, loosening those things up. Number 3, we call it the Texas towel roll. So a lot of times we'll take a sweat towel, we'll roll it up, and then we'll lay on it. Now, if you're doing it on something that's softer, then using this mobo or a double lacrosse ball is gonna be really good. They call it a massage ball peanut. We can throw some links so that you know exactly what you're looking for. I'm gonna do it with this, but you can also just use a dish towel or a sweat towel rolled up if you're on a harder surface. If you do it on the ground, we wanna breathe and relax. So I've got the front of my Pec Minor, the top, and then now I'm gonna go to the back. So I'm going 3-dimensionally around the shoulder blade and around the neck where all these muscles are connected, and I'm gonna loosen that up. So I'm gonna lay down right here. Remember, I'm always going down to the side, and then I roll back. And so now I'm gonna chin tuck, my knees stay bent, chin tuck, breathe and relax. I can put my hands here, I can put them out to the side, I can put them up like this, whatever is comfortable. The only position that we don't want you to go into is palms down here at the side. Watch my shoulder, what happens when I come here, up, or here, nothing changes in the shoulder. But as soon as I do this, that shoulder blade rises up, and I'm not making that happen, that's just natural. That shoulder blade rises up and I lose the pressure to loosen up there. Now I'm just beneath the shoulder blade. Here's the shoulder blade right here, I'm just beneath it. I'm gonna go to the base of it, and then I'm gonna go to mid shoulder blade, and I'm gonna take 5 breaths in each spot. So breathe in and relax. Sinking down into it. I'm gonna shimmy down about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, chin tuck, knees stay bent, flatten my back out a little bit, breathe and relax. Just visualizing myself sinking down into it because that thoracic spine, I want mobility through the rib cage and the shoulder blades. And I get to my 3rd spot right here. 5 breaths in each one of those spots, and that's gonna loosen up that thoracic spine. So now we've got 3-dimensional with loosening that stuff up. Now we need to follow it up with a stability exercise. We need to get some blood flow to the right muscles. We found one of the towel rolls. This is just a towel roll rolled up with tape, dish towel, sweat towel, that's it. That's something to start with. When we do that Texas towel roll, when we're working on thoracic mobility, we gotta remember that we're trying to relax down into it. If we are too intense, we're using these double lacrosse balls, and this is too intense for you, then we're gonna tense up. We're not gonna get to relax down into it. That's not gonna create tissue change. So give yourself some time to create tissue change. Now to get stability and start sparking up the right muscles, we're gonna grab a band right here. I want it to be light, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my palms up. We call them no monies. I don't have any money, dude, right? I call them no monies. I'm gonna pinch, I can do this, come out to the side really far. But if I'm focused on pinching my shoulder blade down and back, this is the motion. So I'm trying to get that shoulder blade down and back. So when I'm looking over my shoulder, I have that space. So I'm reinforcing where that space is. So I'm gonna go right here and pinch those shoulder blades down and back. And I'm maintaining my chin tuck. Remember, when we have a crick in our neck, we need stability for our neck and we need mobility through our thoracic spine. So I'm just gonna do a small chin tuck right here. So like spit in the hand, it's coming towards my face, and I just shift it back just a little bit. So I come down and back, maintaining that position. So I have a contraction here, and then in between my shoulder blades, I'm having a contraction. So I maintain that position, pin those shoulder blades down and back, and I'm doing this. If any of this stuff causes you pain, don't do it. You need to cut it out, leave a comment, and let us know, and we'll give you a variation that doesn't cause pain. If this is too heavy, don't do it with a band. Just go like this, pinching shoulder blades down and back. What's most important is that we're getting the right position. We're reinforcing those positions. So a bunch of weight doesn't do a lot. Now remember, this is a rinse and repeat. We have 3 mobility exercises and then 1 exercise that's gonna start to create stability. So we wanna do that at least 3 times a day. When you have a crick in your neck, this is gonna be amazing at getting rid of it. So don't try to challenge yourself a ton, just try to be consistent with it. We're not looking to get it all in one sweep. We're trying to get it done through the entire day and get a long-lasting solution, and I would do it the next day. It's going to work if you do it right. Leave a comment and let us know if anything's not clear. We'll make sure that we get you the information that you need. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and then let us know if you want any other videos with crick in the neck, more detail. Let us know and we'll get those out for you. A lot of our clients that get cricks in their neck consistently, they have some form of stenosis too. So make sure you check out our video on stenosis. And then also 90% of people come in with shoulder problems and we can tell you exactly how to fix that. So check out our videos here. See you in the next video. Get mobile and stay active.